afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this sunny Thursday.
I know, isn't it gorgeous outside?
So maybe they'll get the concerts in tonight. We're going to have a preview actually coming up. New federal legislation would introduce some changes to the country's election process. Will Keneally sat down with Congressman Brian Stile to discuss.
For the first time in the U.S., a birth control pill is approved for sale over the counter. I'm Bradley Blackburn with why the FDA says it's safe to use without the supervision of a doctor.
And the second edition of Concerts on the Square kicks off in just a few hours. But first, we might have to brave some showers.
Maybe. Let's take a look outside. This is people getting ready for Concerts on the Square. They're already gathering, getting some food. The weather words, more humidity equals more rain chances, and we have Jacobs in the backyard keeping an eye on the radar.
Yeah, I know Concert on the Square is going on, but I can't help but get a little excited at the threat of more rainfall. Now, there is this slight chance of some showers today. We are seeing some thunderstorms just to the north of Madison. Now, the good news is that these storms will likely end by the time Concert on the Square starts. But obviously, a lot of people are there already, and there are two cells that could be coming very close to the downtown area. The first cell just to the north of Madison could enter the area within 30 minutes. The next one probably within the hour or two. But the good news is that it looks like it will be dry by the time the concert starts at 7. Now, looking off to the south and west, there also are a few scattered storms around Platteville. There's a small chance that one of these storms could be severe, but we're not expected to see any severe weather. Looking at future track, this will continue for the next few hours, mostly going to be off to the east by the time the concert rolls around, with maybe a few light showers on the back end of this system. Now, I talked about the rainfall. Here's a look at some of the rainfall reports yesterday. Of the major population areas, Madison actually saw the most with over 1.5 inches. But in terms of all reports, a lot of Wisconsin saw over 2 inches of rain. So definitely some much needed rainfall yesterday, and we have more to come. Temperatures right now are very comfortable for Concert on the Square, with highs or current temperatures right around 80 degrees with some areas in the mid-70s. I'll talk more in detail about more threats of rain we'll see tomorrow. I'll have those details coming up later in the show.
All right, Jacob, thank you. New federal legislation would introduce some changes to the country's election process.
A Wisconsin congressman is at the center of the push and sat down with political reporter Will Keneally, who has more.
So U.S. Representative Brian Stile introduced legislation this week. He's calling the American Confidence in Elections Act, which does a handful of things, including allowing states access to the Social Security Administration's death list to adjust their voter rolls. Now, Stile said that the confidence is an important part of the election process.
The core concept here is when Americans have confidence in their elections, they're more likely to participate. And so by putting forward legislation, giving states the tools they need to be able to increase voter integrity, I think is a positive step forward.
So now Stile's bill also prevents the federal funding from going to states that allow non-U.S. citizens to vote, which is against the law for federal elections. But Stile says some municipalities like D.C. are looking at allowing residents to vote in local elections. Now, we'll have more from our sit-down with Brian Stile coming up tonight at 5. You can see our full interview this Sunday on For the Record.
All right, well, thank you. Maxwell Street Days kicked off downtown Madison this morning. More than 45 years running, the event is known as State Street's Summer Sidewalk Sale. Stands filled with everything from jewelry to sporting goods that greet you along State Street's 6 blocks. Expanded outdoor dining, deep discounts, and live music bring out thousands of shoppers each year.
The 6 blocks of State Street are full of the restaurant, cafes, and the businesses with their bargains. And it's just a good reminder to come downtown.
You've got all weekend to make some time to hunt for bargains. Vendors will be out selling their wares until Sunday evening.
The World Dairy Expo's cows will continue making their yearly trip to the dairy state's capital. The expo is set to stay in Dane County for the next 5 years. The convention and Dane County announced a new contract for the event after the old contract expired after the most recent show last October. It will be held in Madison until 2028 with optional extensions for an additional 3 years. Dane County officials are excited the event will continue to grow in the place it all began.
Dane County has hosted the first 55 World Dairy Expos and will host many, many more. This event brings in tens of millions of dollars to our local economy and tens of thousands of visitors every year.
Those visitors come to Dane County from all over. Around 60,000 people and 3,300 cows attended the event last year. Only about half of the attendees were from the state, showing the expo's pull on those outside of Wisconsin.
Well, the Screen Actors Guild of America has officially gone on strike today. This is the first time since 1980 that both actors from film and television have gone on strike. This comes at a pivotal time as the summer blockbuster movie season is getting underway with two highly anticipated movies, Barbie and Oppenheimer, premiering in the next week. The Guild is going on strike, seeking protections against AI, more shared revenue from streaming services, and better wages. Jeff Alm, a Spring Green native who has worked on the Titanic and Marvel movies, shares the strike has a worldwide impact.
It's going to be a tough time for many people that are affected by this in Wisconsin, in London, Atlanta, wherever people shoot and their things that come from the entertainment and the media business, they're all affected by it.
While on strike, actors in movies and shows are not allowed to film their projects or participate in press tours for upcoming works. Federal health officials have approved the first over-the-counter birth control pill today. FDA's decision means that once-a-day Opill can be sold without a prescription.
Bradley Blackburn reports the approval comes as some states have passed laws that restrict women's reproductive rights.
Thursday's approval by the FDA applies to the drug Opill, a progesterone-only birth control pill. In May, an FDA panel of health experts unanimously recommended it should be sold without a prescription after the drug maker Perrigo presented years of research showing women could understand and follow instructions for using the pill. It needs to be taken every day at the same time within a 3-hour window.
This pill was approved for prescription use in 1973.
Kelly Blanchard helps lead Free the Pill, a coalition of more than 200 groups that have advocated for over-the-counter birth control for 2 decades.
This is really important for all of our communities to be able to access contraception, again, without the hurdles of a prescription, for example, needing to have a doctor to get a visit, take time off work, get childcare.
Opill is expected to be available early next year. The drug maker has not yet shared its over-the-counter price. The FDA's approval follows the U.S. Supreme Court's overturning of Roe v. Wade. 26 states have since banned or limited abortion access, putting the FDA under increased pressure to ease access to birth control. The CDC estimates about 45% of U.S. pregnancies are unintended. The Catholic Medical Association raised objections to Opill and says it's concerned for the health and safety of women across the United States. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Generally, over-the-counter medications are less expensive than prescription drugs.
And it's unclear if insurance companies will cover Opill.
President Biden is wrapping up his European trip with a meeting of U.S. and Nordic allies. The threat from Russia, as well as the war in Ukraine, were front and center in the discussions. President Biden, visiting NATO's newest member, Finland, talked about the military alliance's unwavering support for Ukraine and its defense against Russia. This week, President Biden and allies made clear that Ukraine has a pathway to NATO membership after the war is over.
No one can join NATO while a war is going on, where a NATO nation is being attacked, because that guarantees that we're in a war, and we're in a third world war.
In the meantime, the U.S. has promised a long-term security commitment. Ukraine's president emphasized the continued need. This comes as the U.S. House has begun debating a defense authorization bill, with some far-right Republicans wanting to cut spending on Ukraine, but that amendment is not expected to pass.
While parts of the U.S. swelter during this summer heat wave, tourists aren't finding any cooler conditions across the pond. People across southern Europe are looking for relief as a heat wave scorches the continent. Tourists visiting Greece's Acropolis Thursday sweltered as they waited in line to see the landmark. Medical workers from the Red Cross were handing out water and guidance about how to handle the heat. More than a dozen people were treated for dizziness, nausea, and fainting spells.
I'm used to this heat, so I didn't really have a choice, but I'm just trying to cool off as I can.
These temperatures are very high. It does cause danger to life, so we're very worried that a number of people will die in this heat wave.
More than 60,000 people died from heat-related causes during Europe's hottest summer on record. That was in 2022. A leading climate scientist says the continent is in line for another record-breaking summer. Researchers say Europe's heat waves are part of a global pattern of rising temperatures that are widely attributed to human activity.
1 year since it opened, Madison's Flex Lane has decreased travel times and crashes along the Beltline. New data also shows a more than 20% decrease in Beltline crashes compared to pre-pandemic information, according to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. The lane opened on July 13th, 2022, after years of planning. The part-time lane stretches from Whitney Way to I-3990 and is open for drivers to use during peak commute times and special events.
I've never been on it.
You haven't?
No.
I've only been on it once.
Because I usually get
You'll catch up.
during the day, so it's never only open mostly during rush hour. Yeah. Well, after its fourth cancellation or postponement, Concerts on the Square is a go.
Our Josh Spreiter is live on the Capitol Square, and he has a preview of tonight's concert for us when Live at 4 continues.
Dealing with insurance companies can be scary. Sometimes they act like bullies. But at Habish & Rotier, our specialty is dealing with bullies. Our seasoned trial lawyers have chosen to use their skills to represent individuals, not corporations and insurance companies. From car accidents to nursing home abuse to product liability, we have the reputation to cut bullies down to size. Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
No, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhafels. Right now, Beauty Rest Queen mattresses start at just $2.99. Or upgrade to the luxury and comfort of a Beauty Rest Black. Queen Beauty Rest Black mattresses start at just $49 per month when you use Steinhafels' special 72-month financing. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. The Powerball jackpot keeps on climbing after no one won in yesterday's drawing.
So the big prize is now up to an estimated $875 million. That's the third largest grand prize ever. The next drawing is scheduled for Saturdays. But for those who can't wait until then, Mega Millions has a drawing Friday night. After no winner on Tuesday, that jackpot is now up to an estimated $560 million.
Well, let's win both.
Not a bad idea.
Okay. Amazon scores its largest Prime Day in company history. Consumers spent $12.7 billion during Amazon's Prime Day sales on July 11th and 12th. That's a 6.1% rise from a year ago. According to Adobe Analytics, Amazon said July 11th was the single largest sales day in company history, but did not provide details. Shoppers bought 375 million items over the two-day sale, up from 300 million last year. Adobe Analytics said it was a record 2 days for online shopping overall. Since Prime Friday began in 2015, other chains, including Walmart and Best Buy, have also offered deals to capture shoppers' spending during slow sales in the summer months.
A key U.S. inflation gauge cooled in June to the lowest level in nearly 3 years. Wholesale inflation rose by just 1% for the 12 months ending in June, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics Producer Price Index, which was released today. The Producer Price Index, it's a key inflation gauge that tracks the average change in prices that businesses pay to suppliers, has now dropped for 12 consecutive months. So it's closely watched as it captures average price changes before they reach consumers and is a proxy for potential price changes in stores.
Okay. Stocks continue to rally amid more signs of waning inflation. The Dow Industrials up 47 points. The Nasdaq gained 219 points, or over 1.5%. The S&P 500 up 37. Well, Concerts on the Square continues today after being postponed a day again.
Josh Spreiter is there and joined by the CEO of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Take it away, Josh.
Hey guys, is it 4 a.m. or 4 p.m.? That's my first question, because I've been up for about 13 hours. But hey, we're ready for Concerts on the Square. For right now, everything is going on as planned, but you'll probably notice the blue tarp back there. We're monitoring those storms moving in. Joe Lanus, you're keeping an eye on this for us.
Yes, in partnership with Gary Canolti and News 3 Now, we're every minute we're checking out what's going on up in the skies.
Yeah, so it's kind of a wait and see right now. Right now, everything is on, but you guys are going to be monitoring this. Obviously, there's a lot of folks out here.
Yeah, people are all set up. Our team is in place. We have such an incredible team. We're going to have to, once we get the go-ahead, we're going to have to scramble to hit our 7 o'clock, but we should be fine to get the concert off if the rain holds.
So you guys have had a few bumps in the road so far as we've started off this 40th season, but so far you guys have been having a great start.
Yeah, all we want to do is put on concerts for our community, and this interesting start we've had has a nice little flavor to the 40th anniversary season. But all we want to do is just bring music to our community, and we just can't wait to keep the season rolling with our 40th anniversary.
Yeah, and you guys have been able to do this for 4 decades, but it's the community support that helps keep this free. And how can people continue to help out?
Yeah, so it costs the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra $1 million each summer to do this for our community, and it's created by our community, the vendors, the patrons, the sponsors. So we have a campaign this year, 40 Years No Rest, building the community beat. So $40 for 40 years. So if you're out there, you've attended Concerts on the Square, you want this to go on for another 40 years, you can donate $40 for 40 years. Help this campaign, help us keep this great series going. We've had 6 million people here for the first 40 years. I want to be able to make sure we can have 40 more years and another 6 million.
So you guys also have some special merchandise available right now.
Yeah, we've done a great job with our merchandise celebrating this milestone year. So you can check out our merchandise tent. You can go online to support Concerts on the Square. And we have our Maestro Mule coming back from Willersheim and Blanket Beer with Lake Louie. So you can find different fun ways to support the series and have a memorable time.
So right now, still plenty of time to be able to get out here. Obviously, plenty of grassy areas available yet.
Yeah, we should know in the next hour kind of how our evening's going to shake out, but there's still plenty of time, and it's nice to see so many people down here already.
So what can folks expect as far as music goes tonight?
Tonight's the Wisconsin Celebration. So we have Eric Logan and Ho Chunk dancers doing a performance. We have Leotha Stanley. And we just have a fun kind of Wisconsin celebratory concert for tonight, celebrating 40 years. So it's going to be a great show. We also have the Middleton Choir, high school choir, coming and singing and closing out the show. So there's something for everyone on this program.
Awesome. And fingers crossed, everything goes off. It's starting to get a little dark down here.
Yep.
I know we got a couple of those cells, but we can see Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti busy over there on the laptop.
That's right. I'm going to go see him after this interview.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for your time as always. We certainly appreciate it. Again, 7 o'clock music is scheduled to begin, but we're going to continue monitoring the weather. Again, the chief over here keeping an eye on that radar as we go throughout the evening. But right now, everything is a go. So if you're still planning to come down, just stay tuned, guys. We've got more live reports for you coming up at 5 and 6 o'clock.
All right, we'll keep an eye on the weather. Josh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank Joe for us. Well, are you afraid you might have bed bugs? A new Madison company can sniff them out for you.
That is with the help of a very good sniffer. That story's coming up after Jacob's First to Warn forecast.
Your foundation doesn't improve the appearance of under-eye puffiness. Your concealer doesn't make fine lines disappear. Even worse, they can make those imperfections more noticeable. Introducing Tint and Tighten, a new must-have lightweight tinted cream that is sure to find its place in your makeup routine. Tint and Tighten is the only tinted cream that creates a temporary tightening layer on the surface of the skin, which works to instantly reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye puffiness.
It's a very time-consuming thing to put foundation on and do your eyes and your lips, and I'd much rather just have a product that I can put on my face that makes me feel good. The thing I love about Tint and Tighten is the refreshed feeling my skin has. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, my wrinkles are gone, especially around my eyes. My skin feels smooth, I feel youthful.
Compared to Tint and Tighten, there was another product that I was trying, and one of the things that was a problem is leaving residue in the area underneath the eyes where your concealer would go. So I found that was a challenge, but using this particular product, I realized it's not leaving a residue.
Tint and Tighten works to smooth out wrinkles and under-eye puffiness in just 10 minutes, while covering and concealing dark circles, age spots, and uneven skin tone, making you look and feel years younger.
Right around this area, I have fine lines, which a lot of people obviously deal with as they age. And then also in this area, I had very dark circles. They were little, just puffed out a little bit, and that without any makeup is almost eliminated.
What's even better is that these remarkable results last for up to 8 hours without needles or injections. Want to look your best for that upcoming event, date night, or job interview? Maybe you simply want to feel younger and more confident with your appearance. Then add Tint and Tighten to your makeup routine and bring youthfulness back to your life. Try it this summer for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
I suffer with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis. I was on a journey for a really long time to find some relief. Cosentix works for me.
Cosentix helps real people get real relief from the symptoms of psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
I move so much better because of Cosentix.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentix.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-861-4999.
Well, take a look at this. Check out the Bee-Bot. This guy's being used to help clean up the beaches around Lake Tahoe. The electronic solar-powered bot sifts through 4 inches of sand and removes debris as small as ½ a centimeter in size. From larger rocks to beach toys and trash, the Bee-Bot catches it all. Volunteers still do most of the heavy lifting when it comes to beach cleanup, but this robot really helps when it comes to getting trash lurking below the surface.
Oh, I love this.
Robots are everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like more and more there's just robots doing, work for us. So, yeah.
Enjoy it while you can.
Do you have a robot that can produce some rain?
I wish. We're working on that. But if we did, it worked yesterday for sure.
Yeah, it was great rain yesterday.
We're going to continue to see some rain over the next few days. I'll have more details right after the break.
You got me.
Hi, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at gawon'twait.com.
You've got this. Whatever it is, you're ready for it. Your newly purchased defenses, top of the line. Your backup, backing up. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So if your new house still has some old tenants, we'll make sure your checking account won't be giving you any surprises. You've got this with Associated Bank.
Madison Magazine's Summer Restaurant Week is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course meal starting at $30 featuring wine and more starting July 23rd through the 28th. For a list of participating restaurants, menus, and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. It's a perfect opportunity to sample some of Madison's local restaurants. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Summer Restaurant Week 2023. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, Bergstrom Cadillac and Chevrolet. Wine sponsor, Delicato and Frederick Wildman.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about hot savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, I want to start with the current radar. We do have a thunderstorm right over Madison and the east side of Madison. Zooming in, it looks like it's raining right in the downtown area, but definitely just to the east of Madison. This is just the south of the airport. Looks like it's over the eastern portion of Lake Mendota and most of Lake Monona. So this is occurring right now. A very small hail signature, but overall, we're not expected to see hail with this system. But good to see some heavy rain, but probably not going to last very long as it will move out rather quickly. The cell is not even impacting us here at the news station because we're over on the west side of town. Now, if we look at the 3 things you need to know, we have more chances of rain through the weekend. This will mostly be tomorrow and Saturday as well. For the weekend, though, we're going to be mostly dry, especially Sunday and the beginning of next week. And then for the most part, we are going to be warm really throughout the next 7 to 10 days with high temperatures mostly in the 80s. Now, it is Thursday, so unfortunately, I have to talk about the drought monitor again. And the extreme drought has expanded across southern Wisconsin. Now, here's the good news. Yesterday's rainfall, which produced over 2 inches of rain for some locations, was not included in this drought monitor. It will be included in next week's drought monitor. So I'm hoping that parts of, at least of the area that saw a lot of rain, which was places especially to the north and west of Dane County, and really Dane County saw a lot of rain as well. So I'm hoping that some of these areas at least drop down a category to hopefully severe, maybe even moderate drought. But we're still going to be under a drought despite the rain we saw yesterday. But we do have more chances of rainfall both today, as we're seeing right now, and later on tomorrow. So if we look at the current radar, we are going to, or future track, we are going to see some scattered showers and possibly some storms, but not going to be a lot tonight. Now, tomorrow morning, mostly around sunset and before, we'll see another round of showers and storms move through the area. Late morning and early afternoon tomorrow, we are going to be dry, but then more storms are possible during the evening hours. And it looks like the heaviest during the evening hours will be off to the east of Dane County, but all of our area could see some rain during the day tomorrow. And then as we get into Saturday, we are going to see some more light scattered showers across our area. But Saturday, the rain is not going to be as big of an issue. Now, as far as the precipitation goes, you know, it's hard to say for sure that this will be this is what's going to happen, because it really all depends on where these storms form. Where some areas that are forecasted to see less may see a lot more if a few thunderstorms pop up in those areas. So it will all be a hit or miss, but my guess is most of our area will see rain at some point tomorrow, but it does look like places to the east will be the most likely to see that rainfall. Now, unfortunately, I also have to talk about the fact that we could see some wildfire smoke across our area late Friday into Saturday, especially in the northern portion of the state, but unfortunately, we have to talk about that a little bit more as we head into the weekend. For temperatures, lows tonight will be in the mid-60s with some scattered thunderstorms. More scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the mid-80s tomorrow. And then we'll see the temperatures kind of drop a little bit for the beginning of next week with high temperatures possibly only in the upper 70s for Monday. It's also going to start out dry next week before another round of rain possible Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And as far as the temperatures, you know, they're going to be warm, but not terribly hot. This is pretty much the hottest week of the year for southern Wisconsin. And I know at least me and Mark like the cooler temperatures. So, I mean, I'll take the mid-80s. If it's going to be the hottest week of the year, which is on average, this is the hottest time of the year. But, you know, for the most part, we have seen hotter temperatures, but it's not going to be too bad for sure.
All right, but all eyes are now in the skies for the concert.
Yes,
so.
yes, it is raining there right now, but it will clear out rather quickly. And that other cell to the northwest looks like it's dissipating a little bit, but like I mentioned earlier in the show, it's probably going to be over by 7 for sure. So
maybe some wet ground though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
All right, Jacob. Thank you. Well, if you're itching to know if bed bugs are infesting your home, a new Madison business can help you sniff out the pests.
We're introducing you to Madison Bed Bug Detection, and you won't believe how its owners train their star employee. Brady Mallory tells us more.
It never bugs this beagle.
Should we go to work?
To get out of bed.
When he gets that vest on, he is ready.
And clock in.
Are you ready to work?
Once Blue is in your house.
Busy.
His nose knows what to do.
So he found one. You're very good.
Blue the Beagle is the MVP of Madison Bed Bug Detection. His humans, Gentina Patton and Duncan Pierce, own the business and rely on him to sniff out bed bugs in homes, hotels, or anywhere else, so people can get rid of them.
He's very good at what he does.
Patton and Pierce invited us to their house to show us how it all works.
A bulldozer.
You may wonder, how do they train Blue to know the smell of bed bugs? Well,
when we are training at the house, we hide little tiny vials of bed bugs.
What now?
You do have to have live bed bugs in your house, and that is, on first thought, it was a little nerve-wracking.
Don't worry.
They're very contained, and so it's not a concern.
Phew. Anyway, Blue may not sing for his supper, but he does detect for his dinner.
In order to eat, he has to work. And so if we don't have jobs that day, then we work him at home.
Madison Bed Bug Detection is fairly new in the area, and Pierce says it's more than just a cute dog and creepy bugs. The goal is to help people.
When we go to somebody's house and we can put them at ease and they can sleep better that night because we've told them that, you know, we did not find anything.
If Blue does find them, the husband and wife co-owners help customers find options for extermination and peace of mind.
I hope people just feel comfortable to talk to us, because I think that, again, that goes back to the stigma of people feeling like I did something wrong, I feel dirty or something like that. It's not that. And so we're just here to help.
If the thought of bed bugs has you seeing red, perhaps Blue can put you at ease.
I think he knows that what he's doing is also helpful.
Fun fact, Patton's father and stepmother own a similar business in South Dakota called Dakota Bed Bug Detection.
Cute little dog, but I don't think you want to be finding stuff.
I know.
All right, coming up next here on Live at 4, we take you back to Fort Dells in 1982 to meet Black Bart.
And then at 5, UWPD has its first therapy dog on staff. Get ready for cute.
Don't wait until November. Black Friday in July is now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to $450 instantly on appliance deals like these. And low monthly payment options starting at just $10 a month. Black Friday in July is here at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin.
If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
For a paint that's washable, scrubbable, and stain resistant, choose Forever Interior Paint and Primer in one. Create a new look for your room for $29.98 per gallon after 11% rebate. Platinum Plus Interior Paint is a no-prep, no-prime paint built to last. We offer a variety of colors to match any decor. A gallon of Dutch Boy Platinum Plus Interior Flat Paint is just $36.39 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
Don't wait until November. Black Friday in July is now at Ashley. Find in-stock doorbusters at discounts up to 60% off. Plus, get bonus discounts on clearance items and special buys. And low monthly payment options starting at just $9 a month. Only at Ashley.
New at 5, we are live at Concerts on the Square. Be ready to bring your blanket and listen to some vibrant music.
We have a few more rounds of rainfall before the weekend. First tomorrow morning and then tomorrow evening. More details at 5.
And ahead at 6, we review a year with the Flex Lane. Catherine Merck has the data, and here's drivers' experiences since the lane opened. That's tonight at 6.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, we end up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's right where the cruise ships go out.
Oh, is it?
Yep. 91 degrees there.
Do you see your port?
I will soon.
Well, one of Wisconsin Dells' most popular attractions back in the day was the Fort Dells Amusement Park.
It attracted thousands of visitors each summer. We stopped by in 1982 and ran into Black Bart. Here's this week's Traveler Throwback Thursday.
The Old West. Just the mention of it conjures up all sorts of images. Cowboys and cattle drives and saloons. Good guys in the white suits. The bad guys wearing black. And of course, the bad guys never win. They always get shot over and over again. Poor Black Bart. At the Fort Dells amusement area, Bart will be shot some 500 times this summer.
Black Bart, we know you're in there. Come on out.
And not only does Bart get shot, but he's hated by everyone, especially children. There's a performance here where Bart robs a train, and the kids visiting are deputized and asked to help capture Black Bart, that ornery varmint, and throw him in jail. Wayne Peterson of Wisconsin Dells is the man who has to get up every morning and come to work, only to be hated and despised.
It's really tough. I like kids a lot, and it's really tough sometimes to see the kids come up and you know they're going to hate you. But you've got to be tough, and you really want to smile sometimes. But
Go, Bart. Kicked or something.
I've got kicked. I got punched in the back when the marshals are supposed to be protecting me, but sometimes they miss a kid coming through. Just the other day, I got a stone in the face when I was sitting over in the jail. Kid from the back just whipped a stone in there.
You want to hang him? Look over there. We got the hangman's noose in that tree.
I tell you, the marshals have taken me out there a few times, and sometimes I'm a little concerned that the kids are going to build a ladder or something to get me up there.
But beyond the violence and beyond the killing, There is a lesson to be learned here.
A lot of kids, as a matter of fact, you come in through main gate sometimes, and the kids will be going out there, and the parents will be telling them, this is the bad guy, don't be like him. And I think that's a good lesson.
Even if Wayne is teaching a lesson, you'd think he'd want to be one of the good guys, at least once in a while.
Oh, no, nah. I'd never want to be the good guy. They don't get any of the fun.
If being shot and being hated is Wayne Peterson's idea of fun, then this job must be a blast. Mark Kane, News 3, traveling in Wisconsin Dells.
And the Fort Dells closed in 1985.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. So, what a different life, right?
I don't think they'd be doing that in this day and age.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
No. Well, we are celebrating a big milestone around here today.
Our website, channel3000.com, is 25 years old today. We will look back and look ahead with the website's digital content manager when Live at 4 continues.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask about our $69 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win. Ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win. How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find bicycle store quality electric e-bikes from Trek, Electra, Felt, Giant, and more. Trek offers the best-selling e-bike in America, Trek Verve Plus, under $2,500. At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find fat e-bikes, mountain e-bikes, road e-bikes, bike path e-bikes, and more. Free services included. The place to shop for your new e-bike is Machinery Row Bicycles, the most beautiful bicycle store in the world.
We need to talk about Sonobello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello. One visit, permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a two-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Buddies summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
There are a few slow-ups that need to be talked about. First, on the eastbound Beltline, we're having speeds as low as 17 miles per hour, but also on the interstate from the Beltline all the way up to 151, both northbound and southbound, we're seeing speeds under 30 miles per hour in a lot of directions. So just prepare for that if you plan on traveling. And if you're trying to travel to Concert on the Square, for the most part, not too bad, but there are a few slowdowns here and there, so maybe just take extra time to get there, and that's your first warn traffic.
All right, Adam, thank you. Breaking into the Channel 3000 Alert Center, the Madison Police Department is investigating a shooting that happened at the intersection of Milwaukee Street and Milky Way around 3:10 this afternoon.
Multiple people reported this incident. One person was injured, and the Violent Crime Unit is leading the investigation. We'll update you with more information when we have it at 5 and 6 o'clock.
Well, we are celebrating a big birthday in the newsroom today as Channel3000.com turns 25 years old. It was back on this day in 1998 that the website launched.
And our digital content manager, James Langer, spoke with our news director at the time, Tom Beer, about what went into creating one of the biggest local news sites in Wisconsin.
I just want to start by going through from the beginning. How did the idea for Channel 3000 first come up? Was it WISC's first website, first of all?
No, it wasn't. There was a WISC-TV.com prior to that. Obviously, at the time, 26, 27, 28 years ago was when the, especially the media, I mean, everybody was looking at what the internet was going to be. But the media, radio and TV and newspapers knew that they had a role in this. It was going to be big. So organizations were preparing websites, and it was just so new and exactly what was going to be in there that there were a lot of challenges to that, because obviously the availability to reach people who had internet access at all was very limited. So it was they called it a new media at the time. Some people still do, but there's 25 years, 30 years of it. There's nothing new about it anymore.
I guess that takes me to a question that I get a lot, and frankly, I don't know how to answer because I don't know the origin. Why the name Channel 3000?
There's two elements to it. One is the idea of why not WISC-TV.com. Most organizations were doing that, taking their name, a newspaper name or a TV or radio station name, and just using that as a .com. We felt that that limited our reach. In other words, even though we were a strong number one station, it would really serve us well. But if our competitors had a loyal following, what would bring them to a station that they, in one form or another, might not prefer? So we thought it gave us a broader opportunity to reach a new audience. Also, and this is probably the most important thing, is that it gave us the opportunity. I mean, we understood that it was a new medium. It wasn't television, it wasn't radio. It was something brand new, this internet at the time. And so we didn't want to tag it with the call letters of a TV station.
What were some of the goals for the site when it first launched that you had in mind?
I would think that early on, the goals were just to get it going, get something there. Obviously, to try to sell it, but it was a difficult proposition because not a lot of people had access. I think around that time, internet access was 25 to 30% in the country. The goal is just to sort of establish ourselves both internally in terms of an organization that was different from the TV, and also in the community and to our clients as a new medium. And to say, look, this isn't Channel 3, this is Channel 3000. It's an online news website.
25 years. James joining us now to help celebrate. It doesn't seem like it seems like a long time, but it really isn't in terms of technology.
Yes and no, right? Like it really isn't that long, but think about how the technology has changed in 2.5 decades, right? Like you saw some of the technology there. You guys were marveling at how huge the computers
that monitor
were, right?
is.
And now look at this thing.
And right, it's all on your phone now, and we're a lot more mobile based. So in that way, yeah, but then you think about it, it's a quarter of a century we've been doing this, which is kind of crazy. So it's just really consistently evolved over those years.
And it continues to evolve. You know, it seems like today's stuff is old at this point, right?
Right.
So what's going to be next?
Right, yeah. You know, that's the thing, is like we're always kind of looking to be at the forefront of that stuff too, just like we were with the website. We were one of the first, as you just heard. So, you know, we're looking at different social media avenues, different apps. We're going to be launching a new news app in the coming weeks that you guys are going to love. I'll be, I'm sure, back to talk about that in a couple of weeks.
I saw a preview of it.
Yeah, you did.
Pretty fancy.
I was flipping through with that. So, you know, that's just kind of, you know, we're trying to stay ahead of the curve consistently.
And our website is the #1 website in Madison, isn't it?
Yeah.
For news.
Yeah, for news, depending on the metrics that you look at. It's actually probably one of the bigger ones in the state, and a lot of that is that longevity. We got in early, right, and built that loyal following. All of you at home checking every day, whether it's the weather forecast or what have you, and that's just kind of continued to build over time. But, you know, we've really become the trusted source of breaking news. When something's happening, you know to go to Channel 3000 for that info.
And again, Channel 3000 is the website.
Yes.
This, the TV, is News 3 Now. That's another thing that people get confused by, but we're all still in
We all work
the same
together.
home.
It's fine. Yeah.
And there's a big monitor right next to my desk that tracks what's being watched on the website, and it's amazing to watch that during the day.
Yeah, we've got like the live feeds to show, you know, see the articles move up and down and see what's really trending. And then, you know, part of my job is to relay that info to you guys and the producers to say, hey, there's a lot of people interested in this story. You guys should do something with that on air, right? So that's how we work hand in hand.
Yeah, so much has changed, because it used to be, oh, well, I'll gather at 5 o'clock and watch the news and see what's happened in the day. And now it's pick up your phone, turn on the computer. It's you're first.
Right.
You're first.
We send out push alerts.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Like people, you know, all of you watching at home, you expect to have that news as it happens, right? That's a big part of what we do, and then we relay that to you guys, and then we kind of work together to build that out and tell those stories more in depth later on in the day.
And usually at the top of the list is weather.
Always weather. Yeah.
And then we've got, let's see, we got Mark, right? We have Mark's profile.
Yeah, I wanted to surprise you. This was Mark's first profile on Channel 3000 back in 1998. Look at that head of hair there.
Wow. He still has a pretty good head of hair.
No, a lot better than me, I can say that. But back then, you were anchoring live at 5, right?
Right, with Beth.
Yeah.
Bez Rabakin.
Yep, and your bio said your favorite movie, I think, was Airplane. Yeah, is it still your favorite?
It still is.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
See, some things don't change over 25 years.
Is it the same bio from 25 years ago is the question.
It might well be.
I'll email you for some new details.
Yeah, we should update that.
Thank you for being the gatekeeper now.
Of course.
So we appreciate
Thanks for having me on, guys.
This.
Appreciate it.
Here's to another 25.
Another 25, yeah.
James, thank you. Well, final check your forecast coming up.
At Bergstrom Automotive, you can say yes to the vehicle of your dreams without hidden fees waiting to devour you. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom for the yes.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
At Bergstrom Automotive, we have a non-commissioned sales team, which is a polite way to say we don't really care whether you buy a practical Equinox, the rugged Silverado, or the speedy new Corvette. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes.
Tonight on News 3 Now, how a Wisconsin congressman is trying to boost confidence in America's elections. One-on-one, Will Keneally looks at a new proposed bill with his sponsor.
We are live at Concerts on the Square. Be ready to bring your blanket and listen to some vibrant music.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now.
Looking closely at Madison, we do have another cell possibly moving in. This one looks like it will mostly impact the western portion of Madison. probably within the next 30 minutes to an hour. Probably also not going to last very long, but we do have another chance of rain tomorrow and Saturday as well, with highs both in the mid-80s. It is going to be, for the most part, dry to start next week with highs in the lower 80s, upper 70s, specifically on Monday. Our next chance of rain after the weekend will be Wednesday night and Thursday. And for the most part, we're not going to be terribly above or below average, with highs mostly in the mid to lower 80s, with a few chances of rain here and there.
Tomorrow on Live at 4, Dr. Zorba Pastor has the latest medical news. Plus, he'll take your calls live.
And our K9 correspondents, Louie and Oliver, have the top animal stories of the week on the News Hounds. That's coming up tomorrow here on Live at 4.
McGann Furniture downtown Baraboo invites you to come in for their huge Summer Sizzler Sale. It's our biggest sale of the year. For a limited time only, take advantage of sizzling hot markdowns throughout the store. All furniture, bedding, flooring, dining room sets, and accessories marked down with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, get free delivery. Hurry in today. The huge store-wide Summer Sizzler Sale at McGann Furniture ends July 22nd. You'll be glad you did. Since 1905, McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Your foundation doesn't improve the appearance of under-eye puffiness. Your concealer doesn't make fine lines disappear. Even worse, they can make those imperfections more noticeable. Introducing Tint and Tighten, a new must-have lightweight tinted cream that is sure to find its place in your makeup routine. Tint and Tighten is the only tinted cream that creates a temporary tightening layer on the surface of the skin, which works to instantly reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye puffiness.
It's a very time-consuming thing to put foundation on and do your eyes and your lips, and I'd much rather just have a product that I can put on my face that makes me feel good. The thing I love about Tint and Tighten is the refreshed feeling my skin has. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, my wrinkles are gone, especially around my eyes. My skin feels smooth, I feel youthful.
Compared to Tint and Tighten, there was another product that I was trying, and one of the things that was a problem is leaving residue in the area underneath the eyes where your concealer would go. So I found that was a challenge, but using this particular product, I realized it's not leaving a residue.
Tint and Tighten works to smooth out wrinkles and under-eye puffiness in just 10 minutes, while covering and concealing dark circles, age spots, and uneven skin tone, making you look and feel years younger.
Right around this area, I have fine lines, which a lot of people obviously deal with as they age. And then also in this area, I had very dark circles. They were just puffed out a little bit, and that without any makeup is almost eliminated.
What's even better is that these remarkable results last for up to 8 hours without needles or injections. Want to look your best for that upcoming event, date night, or job interview? Maybe you simply want to feel younger and more confident with your appearance. Then add Tint and Tighten to your makeup routine and bring youthfulness back to your life. Try it this summer for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
In our final touch today, Dane County Humane Society's Wildlife Center has seen a handful of adult bobcats come through their doors for rehab. But earlier this month, the center admitted its first ever bob kitten.
The little female was found as an orphan near Mazomanie. They estimated her age to be 9 to 10 weeks. And on admission, the bob kitten was thin, dehydrated, very hungry, and full of burrs stuck all over her fur. She likely had been separated from her family for a few days. Following a few days of rest and food, she is greatly improved and acting like a Spitfire, we're told. She'll be transferred soon to be with other orphaned bob kittens before being released back into the wild.
Oh, very
Look
cute.
at that little kitty.
You can only tear your face off later.
Yeah, cute. Now, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News.